Boom. Time to fly. Oh, I didn't update the date. Oh, geez. Here I am, not doing things the proper way. Hold, please, while I change this. Let's get this right. There you go. Make y'all happy because I know everybody likes to point out when I have a date. Make sure I sound good. Yep. Well, I don't sound good, but at least I sound live. There you go. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here at Bar Run Forge, Bar Run Farm and Forge. I'm your host, Eli. Namaste. Or something. I don't know. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. It is a 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's early, but I got off work a little early, so I was like, bless the folks with 6:30 p.m. live stream. And there's Dad coming to steal the show. Who we got in here? We got Jeff Woodring, Kyle Jones, Shane Lalonde, Roger Caldwell, Steve Uncle Bucks, Eric Pumpkin Patch, Dad, and Daniel Baca. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll take a sip. Got a couple things on the anvil tonight. First thing, boom. These are now labeled. Don't they look so pretty? Probably should make a commercial for these and replace the old Crescent Ironworks brand Flux. Maybe that'll get. Hey, there's Thomas. See, it happens. As soon as I say Flux, one of those guys from the state up north shows up. Anyways, these now have labels on them. Minus 2 cans because they sent us 2 blank stickers. That's okay because they're going to remedy the situation. So that's great. But these are available on the website. They are shipped out for those of you that have ordered them already. I believe Dad sent them out yesterday, so they should be arriving soon. But now you can get your very own can of Blacksmiths goo from Bar Run Forge on our website, www.barrunforge.com. That's BARRUNFORGE.com. There's that. Next, shiny. Got a piece of copper in today, and it is, I believe, 12 gauge, sorry. 12 gauge copper. So I'm going to test a couple things. It's shiny. Actually, it's shining and making a big reflection on the back there. Hopefully you can see and it didn't blind you. But I've got a sheet of 8x8 copper here. I'm going to go through and try a couple projects on the plasma cutter and do some other things just to see. I don't know if I want to delve into the realm of plasma cutting copper yet, but we'll see. But again, always just kind of looking for new and fun things to do on ye old plasma cutter and here in the shop. So the hand model, I don't know about it. These hands are not that pretty. But yeah, so I got this piece of copper. A couple projects I'm thinking of is I want to do our coffee scoops, the handle on them, make it out of copper, so that way it's a copper on copper coffee scoop to see how that goes. Possibly do one that's a one-piece copper coffee scoop. Again, just all copper and copper and copper. The other thing is we had a guy at our show this past weekend, which we did fairly decent at, requested to do a cardinal ornament out of copper. So I told him probably have to do it out of steel, and then I was like, well, what are you doing, Eli? You've got a plasma cutter. You can probably just figure it out and put it on the plasma cutter. So that's why that copper is there. So I got a couple projects I'm going to try to knock out with the copper and go from there. Don't know about doing stuff for like the website or anything. Again, I'm not trying to step on toes or take anybody's business. More so, this is just kind of like for our own personal projects and things like that. So, but it's exciting. I saw that come in today, and I was like, yay, I get to work with copper more. I love working with copper. I love the way copper looks, and I'm working with it. So, made me a happy man. Who else jumped in here? Let's say hi to Thomas and Kenny. Oh, man. I believe that is about everybody. So, cool. Let me set my water over here in our fancy schmancy Harbor Freight cup holder and put the copper and the blacksmith goo back. And while I'm doing that, how is everybody doing? What's going on in your shop these days? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, like I said, we got done with the Sons of Toil demonstration and had some custom pieces and some other things to for requests and things. So got a couple things to work on, but tonight I wanted to take our old friend Shakira, who unfortunately suffered a tragic death. These were hammer tongs. These were my first attempt at it, and I did not do very well. And I also didn't figure out the heat treat very well because, see, Kyle, one of the top parts. Why am I losing my words here? One of the bits. Anyways, it broke off when I was trying to work a piece under the power hammer. It slipped under the power hammer and just shattered into a billion pieces. So probably was not tempered right, but either way, hardened steel and power hammer did not work. So Shakira died a tragic death. Part of it has already been used for other things, but it is coil spring. So I'm going to try to do something out of it tonight and make one of those little curlicue blacksmith knives and go from there. And then the other thing, well, no, I take that back. The first thing I want to do is make a center punch, and then I'm going to give away the center punch to one of you lovely folk. So maybe not tonight on the stream, but at least at some point I'll give it away. So there you go. There's a piece of it. Start hammering. So, like I said, just going to do a little bit of a basic center punch, and then somebody can have it. That's what I am. I'm a giver. Bits, that's the word. Bits. Thanks, Dad. Always correcting me. Currently, I'm making a conibear trap. Yeah, I believe that's the blacksmith challenge for this month, which I will promptly forget to do. Yeah, definitely not working on it tonight. That's a lot of intricate pieces, and I don't do well under pressure and showing you guys. So we'll see. We'll see if I get around to it. I need to get back into it. I haven't done that in a minute, and I feel bad because I was like, yeah, Thomas, sign me up. And then I did it like 3 times. You know. Anywho. Yep, just going to make a little simple center punch here out of some coil spring. Yes, unfortunately, Shakira's hips did lie, but I think most of that is due to me. Thought about making a coil spring coyote trap. There you go. That'd be fun. Bobby, I believe you were the other person that ordered the blacksmith goo. It should be on its way. I started off the show with showing that they had their labels, so you should be receiving some blacksmith goo soon. Very soon. Twist on. Might hit that with the grinder real quick just because I see a little bit of a cold shut happening, so hold on to your ears. Alright. Back in the fire. There you go. Just got it a little bit cleaner and smoother at the end. Make that a little nicer. And again, I'm gonna give it away now. Challenge is to make a fur bearing trap. Yeah. Pretty cool. Like I said, I just haven't been able to dedicate time to it, unfortunately. My phone's dirty. Good grief. Hello, Mr. Wayne Heights. Good to see you again, brother. Stuff down in my pocket and all in my phone. Be a long spring trap if I can get it done. Cool. Square. Octagonish. Roundish. Trying to kind of unsquare it up a little bit so I can re-square it up. Maybe. I don't know if I can get that, if it's down to where I want it or not. Maybe we'll see. Anything. Grinder will make it what I want it, so. Foothold trap before. Make something to challenge myself. Good deal. I like it. So anywho, yeah, gonna make a little center punch out of one piece and then attempt maybe one of those little blacksmith knives. Again, not much of a knife maker, but they do sell at shows and demos, so make them. I got a little sparky on that one. There's a hot fire. Yeah, maybe a little bit. What's the old brush? Not good. Yeah, it's alright. Really just taking down the high spots as I see them. Not too worried about the end, even if it is a little. It had a little crumble on it, but that's all right because it'll hit with the grinder. So now I'm gonna take it at the struck end and just put a little bit of a chamfer on it, and yeah, pretty done. Easy and pretty done. Pretty simple to be done with it. So a little squaring up to do because I see, as I'm sure most of us do in our earlier forgings, some imperfections. That's okay. If at first you don't succeed, eat it up and beat it. Let me try again, sorry. Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead. Hey, how we doing? Full Metal Jacket. Thanks, Roger. Who started the trap challenge? That would be Mr. Thomas Goodymoot. Well, I don't know who won it this month too. Yeah, Roger and Keith were dual winners, so they, excuse me, chose the challenge. My nose has been all like that weirdly, not like completely stopped up, but just enough to kind of mess with your voice a little bit. So, allergy season. Great way to get it square back is to hit it on the diamond. That's why you're the pro. All right, so right now I'm just doing a little bit of an octagon on the end, on the struck end, just to give it kind of that domed over. I'll hit this with the grinder because it's not very flat on top. But yeah, pretty much the rest of that's grinding. So somebody, I will give this away at some point. Might hit that one more time just to clean up that a little bit. Just clean it up a little bit. I may hot rasp the front. Hey, she said I'm handsome. Nobody says anything about her screen being broken. What's up, Brian? Miss Coffee? That is eastbound and down. Didn't want to be with you guys. You wanted to be with a semi-truck. That's okay. I'm here with you. I want to know, have you ever seen the grain? All right. I am by no means a tool maker, but that ain't bad for a rookie. Not touch marking it or anything. It's kind of hard to do that. You could do the thing where you index it and then put the touch mark on it, but I'm not that concerned. I'm not a professional tool maker. There are guys that are much better at it than I am. If you want a good professional center punch, you can have it. Call one of those guys up. I'm just doing this for fun. pretty straight all the way around. All right, so I'm gonna heat up the pointy end, the working end, and hit it with the hot rasp. Just clean that up a little bit. Is he going to Boston? I haven't heard from old Dana in a minute. Mr. Boston himself. Take that out. If I stick it too down on the fire, I'm going to burn the end of it off. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to probably cause a little bit of a crackly sound there. Yeah, we'll get done with the center punch, and then I'll start working on the little blacksmith knife. Sorry. There we go. A little bit of hot rasping. Not bad, not bad. Said not too worried about it because I hit the grinder with most of it. The rest of it's just kind of a forge aesthetic. So there you go, center punch. Maybe I'll give it away next week in honor of Day of the Dead or Halloween or whatever it's called. I know we're not supposed to celebrate it because we love Jesus. But it's okay. I'm not celebrating demonic forces. I'm celebrating dressing up. Really, the only thing I'm doing for Halloween, if somebody wants to dress up for Halloween, is dressing up for our trunk or treat at church. I don't think that is an issue whatsoever because it's for the kids. Ah! Gosh, it's drawing so good that I don't even know I need to kick the fan on. That is crazy. For the kids, man, for the kids. I need another soft face hammer because ours is packed away currently from the shows. You need to just get another chunk and make one. Keep one. That's a goal of Dad and mine, is to get enough stuff to where it's you can leave stuff in ready to go for travel, and then leave stuff here in the shop for the shop. That's the goal eventually, but we're not there yet. So when some of our stuff is packed away, it's not easily accessible. Dress up like a bum for candy. There you go. Oh, dress up and bum for candy. No, I will be dressed as a cookie. Reagan will be dressed as a mouse. So if you give a mouse a cookie, her idea, not mine. That's what I say. Like, I don't care. Halloween's the only day I can go out and not scare anyone. You're funny, Wayne. That's everybody gets all up in arms about celebrating Halloween as Christians. You're not celebrating Halloween for the demonic, the satanic, whatever. Celebrating trick or treat. If it makes you feel any better, celebrating trick or treat and mainly doing it for kids to get candy. And again, they come through our church. We do the trunk or treat, but we do it inside. Feed them food and give them candy. It's a great ministry opportunity. So, you want to say a boo about it? Literally. Be my guest. But I gotta warn you, I'll challenge you theologically speaking. Ask Dad. I did it last night. We were discussing Matthew 8:22. I'm going to talk about Jesus now, so if that offends you, I don't care. But we were talking about Matthew 8:22 is talking. Jesus is talking to one of the guys that wants to follow him, and he said, basically says, drop everything and follow me. And he said, well, let me go bury my father first. And Jesus responds back to him and says, let the dead bury their dead. So we were in the discussion. Reagan and I were reading through Matthew. We were in the discussion of whether or not he means physical dead, bury the physical dead. So like a dead person bury their dead. What does that mean? Or does it mean like let the spiritually dead go and bury the physically dead? My interpretation of that has always been let the spiritually dead go bury the physically dead. Let them do spiritually dead things because they're spiritually dead. You're supposed to drop everything to follow Jesus. When it references, I believe in Ephesians, when he's talking to the rich young ruler, it says, you must, give up everything and to follow me. He's like, well, I have this and I have that. And he went away sad. But I think the point of it was the cost of following Jesus is everything. It doesn't matter, especially in this scenario. It doesn't matter because the guy's dead anyway. His dad is dead anyways. So sorry, I'm focusing. But that also brought up a good point too of most likely that guy was not talking about his dad being dead. If his dad was dead or just recently died, he probably wouldn't have been out. He probably would have been handling those affairs anyways. But as followers of Christ, we're not called to go handle things first. And then, you're not supposed to clean yourself up before you come to church. You come to church how you are, come as you are kind of thing. So there's my interpretation. Dad seemed to think it a bit differently, and I obviously respect his thoughts and ideas greatly. I mean, he is a professional preacher. He did spend time in Bible college. That was fun. See you, Wayne. There you go. If you're familiar with the verse or want to look it up and have ideas on that theology, let me know your thoughts. Also, if you don't have a place to go to church on Sunday, I would encourage you to check out our church online. If you're not acquainted with your local church, which you should be, come check out our church. Hello, Jeannie. Yeah, that was kind of into the next part. Jeannie pointed out perfectly. He also said, he who loves his father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. Perfect. I like it. But yeah, definitely good evening. Food evening. I quit. Oh, he said, bye, Wayne. Have a God evening. Well, you can have a God evening too. May God be with your evening. Lord bless you and keep you and be with your evening. Anyways, if you're not going to a local church or a church online, highly recommend check out Dad Preaches Every Sunday at Martinsville Church of Christ. You want to know how to find it? Follow me on Facebook. I repost it every Sunday morning because I'm the guy that handles the tech stuff. So if you're looking for a church, by all means, come hang out with us on Sunday mornings. This week will be really cool. I'm not going to tell you why, but it's really cool. Other than, Jesus. That's a cool reason. Hey, look at there. I don't have a hammer. All right, I'm going to flatten out this little section here. Kenny's probably watching this and being like, "You're absolutely doing it wrong." I'll get it figured out. 7 o'clock, bacon already. I love bacon. I do enjoy bacon. I believe we're having sausage tonight, though. A little bit of eggs, cheese, sausage, and potato, like a scramble thing is, I think, what Michelle said she was doing. So, I have a blister on my finger because I picked up a upright base from my good friend, Dad's good friend, Kat, who we visit every year in Metamora. She let me on loan one of her upright bases. So I was playing that yesterday for band practice at church, and my finger, my hand, both top part of my hand and both left and right hand, is not used to playing an upright bass. One, the neck is way bigger, and then two, playing down here, and on a normal bass, you can play like this, so it's hitting more of this side of your finger, this side of your finger. My finger's already crooked anyway, so it doesn't help. But then on the upright bass, you're plucking this way, so it's hitting this side of the finger. And this side is not used to playing bass. So last night, after plucking for a while, I had a little tiny blister, and it's just been bugging the crap out of me. Breakfast is good any time of the day. Agreed. Being Catholic, Mass is on Saturday. Then perfect. You got time to watch Dad preach on Sunday. Double the Jesus. Oh, I thought I burned it off for a second. Scared me to death. An excellent point, Eric. Never a wrong day to worship the Lord. Let's see. May draw that out just a smidgen more. Flatten it down just a little bit more. Yeah. Nothing fancy. Just gonna make a little blacksmith knife. Like I said, I'm not much of a knife maker. I do want to get a little bit better at it, just the forging process and grinding and everything. Because we do, I don't say we have to make them for shows and demos, but we kind of do. I mean, we sold 5 railroad spike knives at Canal Days. We sold ball peen tomahawk. Sold last year, or we sold a Serbian this year. Last year, sold a Serbian. Sold a Bowie knife. Sold a Skinner or two. Some other railroad spike knives. So they sell. And the unfortunate part is, you do got to make money if you're going to do these shows and demos. I got to let that part get a little too cooked. So that's why we do it. Done not being coil spring on, but that's all right. A good butter knife going. Yeah, I mean, again, biggest thing is just keep it straight, keep it flat. We'll address the handle part next. I don't know if I want to go any. Yeah, I'll thin that down some more. Try not to cook it this time. How's everybody doing? Chat got quiet. Settle down. Cease. For a movie called Max Keeble's Big Move. Great Disney movie of my time. If there is such a thing. What is going on here? Oh yeah, we have a shipment coming in from our friends at Epic Water Filters. They are hooking me up with some products for my house and something else. So be on the lookout for that soon. Once I get a chance to get back into my house and finish it up. My flooring is here. My walls are here and mostly done. So we are close. Got to get a couple more cabinets, I believe, and then plumbers will come in and finish doing the water hookups, and then that'll be done. And then floors, and then move in, I guess. Ouch. Ooh. Got a little wonky with it. I'll heat that part up again and fix it. I kind of set it down on the step a little too far. That's okay. We can fix it. Glory of blacksmithing. Just put it back in. Fix it. So you do. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, thank you. It's only been 3 years I've had the house. So, but again, I'm not going to be in a massive amount of debt for it. So that's a plus. Dad and Michelle may disagree because they're probably ready for me out of the house, but that is all right. For me, at least. I don't know about them. Yeah, a little bit of a wrinkle there. I might actually hit that with the grinder just to prevent any cold shuts. Not my best work. Hey, guess where I'm going? Back to the grinder again. Hold your ears if you're scared of these. Live. It never even happened. A real blacksmith, a traditional blacksmith wouldn't have done that. Well, good for them. All right. So for the next part, we'll work on the handle. Anything worth having is worth waiting for. Agreed, Roger. Wise words, my friend. Wise words. Sounds like a toy train is going by when you hit the grinder. That's funny. I encourage it. It's a word. Look it up. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. So this is my almost finished ball peen tomahawk. A little bit left to do on him, and he's ready to go. Trying to get these done before Sons of Toil, but it didn't happen. And then I also made the start of a Warhammer. People like those for some reason, so started making one of those. Get the front I have scored it on the bandsaw, and I'll take a chisel and put the little V slots in that, make it more Warhammer-esque. As you do what the people want. Alright, let's get that back in there and hot. I don't remember who mentioned it, but somebody, I think last week or the week before, put, hey, anytime you're doing live stream, you ought to put either what you're making or once it's done, update the thumbnail with what you're making. So, started that last week with the Forge with Eli. Now it says, like, live forging a ball peen tomahawk. And put a picture of one that I made previously. So, hopefully that helps. Get some tractions maybe on our lives. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I'm going to do a set down. Try not to F it up. Alright, so there's the start of it. Got my little set down going there. I will now start drawing back this way. I will probably chop a little bit of it and then, or chop it off and then flip it around, work that way to do that. Anyone interested? Decent cheap tomahawk handles, check out Crazy Crow. $6 each. That's not bad. Do share, my friend. That is handy information. Is a raging fire, as I believe it would be called. Pretty dang hot. Pretty dang hot. I think I'll probably do one more work on the set down, just to make sure that's nice and clean, and then I will flip it over, chop it off, and then work the handle down. Crazy Crow. Warhammer-esque. Is that a word? I just made it a word. And you should be able just to copy the link and then paste it in there in the chat. If he's not a moderator, somebody who is a moderator can maybe make him one. I don't know. There. I'll kill the fire and see if I can't make Kenny a moderator. Oh, maybe it can use a moderator. Huh. What happened to the little blue thingies? Oh, there we go. Dad got it. Thanks, Dad. You all right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright, now I will heat up that center part again and put the cutoff tool on, and then we'll chop a chunk out, start the handle. Got a wrench, thanks guys. Simple things in life. I too am happy when I get a wrench. Bop, 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 bop. Somebody pin that on the chat. What am I doing? I think I can do that. Well, maybe I have to do it from being Bar Run Forge, Bar Run Farm and Forge. Can I see myself? My own live? I am me. Let me be me. In message. Booyah! There you are, gents and ladies. Alright. So I'm just going to take about right there, right there. I'm so crooked. I made it around in the circle, but I just got crooked with it. Alright, I'll heat that back up. Just trying to take my time with it. I want that end piece to be smooth so I don't have to worry about so much of that cutoff leaves that little bit of rag on it. We'll try to keep that as clean as possible. Just a little bit of, not a sponsor. Left-handed monkey wrench. So I got my heat in the right spot. My center punch is mainly cooled down now. And if it's not cool, my hands have gotten used to it. Somebody, I don't remember who was talking about that the other day, but Dad responded to him and was like, yeah, I have to watch sometimes because we'll pick up something, not realize it's as hot as it should, or as hot as it is, because we're used to handling things that are a little hotter, blacksmiths and all. Sometimes get you in a little bit of trouble. Boom! Now it can be a center punch or something. Alrighty. Not bad, gents and ladies. Not bad. I'm going to hit it with the grinder. Avoid cold shuts. So cover the ears for a second again. Shouldn't take a second. You could do that with a file, but I hate filing, so do it with a grinder. So there you go. There's the start of the knife. Now I'll flip it around and start drawing that down and then I'll make it into a handle, and we'll go from there. And now, flip it around, switch tongs. Switch out tongs. I'm going to set you there so I don't accidentally grab that and burn my hand. Those will work. Take this. Oven mitts? What's that? Exactly. Black heat can fool you pretty bad. Amen. It's real handy in the kitchen because you don't need pot holders. Yep. I've definitely grabbed a pretty hot pan and set it down somewhere, and somebody look at you and go like, dude, that thing is scalding hot. And I was like, oh. Could have fooled me. Could have fooled me. Obviously, I won't do the grinding and stuff tonight, but I will try to, or at least not on the live, I will try to have this done and at least get you guys a picture of it. I know I mentioned that last week with the tomahawk and didn't get around to finishing it, so I apologize. All right. Come on, you. All right. So like I said, just work that taper down to a pretty good, manageable size, I guess. Missed. So I'm a blacksmith and not a quarterback. A little more heat down on towards the blade. There we go. Yay, tapers. The fundamentals, as they call it. Kenny, how many of these little knives have you made? A little bit of a cold shut developing on the blade, but I think that's nothing I can't fix kind of once I get that part flattened down. I don't think it'll turn into a cold shut, but oh boy, I couldn't say. By the way, if anyone ever wants to get a t-shirt, there's a bigger shirt than I thought. He hides it very well. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, so this is the fun part about being me. Carhartt makes XL. So this one, well, this is XLT, loose fit, which fits me perfectly. But then some shirt brands I wear, I can wear a 2X. It fits me just fine. Some shirts, I have to go to a 3X. Because if I do this, everybody's going to see from belly button down. Nobody wants to see that. So, yeah, it's fun trying to figure out clothes. Lots of good heat. All right. There you go, butter knife. Yeah, I thought there's a little bit of a wrinkle there, and I was worried that was going to turn into a cold shut, but it looks like it's forged smooth. Oh, I ran out of my water. 3X and everything except for Carhartt, I'm a 2X. A midriff look wouldn't go well with you, brother. Yeah, not wearing half shirts. Old files make good blacksmith knives. Yep, that's a good point. This one is a coil spring. Alrighty. Now, just keep drawing out a taper. Just taking my time with it. Only 720, 726. Well, where'd it run to, Daniel Baca? Said his restroom ran. Bobby said, I'm making a blacksmith knife right along with you tonight, and I'm using a old broken file. I'm going to put my work to shame. Come on. We're getting there. Slowly and surely. We are getting there. Don't call me Shirley. Hello, Eric. Starting to get a little twisted in my hand there, so I'll have to fix that part up. May flatten that down just a bit more. Yes, sir. Waffle. Sounds good to me. Some waffles. Make sure I'm not getting texted any. Oop. Mystic Mountain Forge, forging an integral hunting knife from Coil Spring. Hey, everybody's making knives. I'm just a trendsetter. What can I say? What can I say? Except you're welcome. There you go. Still getting, just drawing it out. Like I said, just taking my time with it. Okay, Ginger Maui. Still alive, I see. It could be worse. They switched to a smaller hammer just for a little bit better control on this. All of our good hammers are packed away at the moment. That's soak and grab a different hammer. What do I want to use? The milled face. 2-pound rounder might be what I go with now. Harbor Freight Special Rounder. Basically took a 2-pound hammer and made it into a rounding hammer. Wear your arm out swinging a 3-pounder all day. I think I hit Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in there somewhere. Probably get copyright striked or something. Get a copyright strike. Quench my knives and vegetable oil tempering on a toaster oven. That's a good idea. We also have a tempering toaster oven. All right, probably gonna work on just thinning out the handle reins. Yeah, maybe one more run at that before I try to do the curlicue and flip it back around. So maybe a smaller knife than what I expected, but whatever, still be a knife. Use old chicken fry oil. Smells good. We use vegetable oil. Used to use used motor oil, and then it started stinking up the place. And found out it's not that great anyways, so switched over to veggie oil. Seems to do all right. Smells like Burger King in here a lot. We're quenching something. All right, a couple more heats and do the curlicue on it. Put bacon grease in it? Heck yeah. Oh, took my hand away for half a second. Hopefully it's not destroyed. Little sparkly on there. Yeah, we're good. Heat that back up before I put a cold shut in it. Ever slightly amount of heat to it. Bobby, that trick you showed me all those years ago has saved many a pieces that I've been working on. Yeah, see how fast that was? Good night. One more time. Just clean it up a little bit. Looking to be a good fire at some point. Almost where I want it. Got a couple little points in there I see. Blacksmith knife handle. Yeah, I know. And I'm taking my time with it. I'm trying to be just really close up and paying attention to it. Any type of inclusions or anything I am trying to take care of now. Alright, but I think I got her. He says as he swings one more time and he screws up the whole piece. Not bad. All right. Good curly cue. I'm not doing mine super long. It's gonna be just a little pocket knife. Nothing fancy. Just enough to be sharp. Heat to finish up the bend. Being really delicate. Almost got it. Like I said, taking my time, being really careful with it. A little dull heat. Finish with the tippy taps. All right. A lot of work for a freaking curly cue, but there it is. I'll put a little bit handle that way. There you go. Curly cue on the end. I'm going to address a little bit of the blade area now, just because it got not messed up in forging, but just there's a couple spots I want to correct on it now that it's that way. So we'll switch back. See if I got a good set of tongs for this guy. Nice smaller tongs. That we do. Might be the best one. It's alright, we'll make it work. Somebody texted me. The girlfriend texted me. I don't think she's watching anymore. Also, I'm going to get a different hammer besides the rounder to kind of draw some of the bleed out. Just it's an aggressive cross peen. It's alright. Fire up over there. What time is it? 45? I will do a little bit of grinder work before I make the handle bend, just because I want that to be nice and crisp there at the, whatever you call that part. Kenny, you know what I'm talking about. Like the blade goes this way and then cuts up before you get to the handle. Not up on my knife terminology as I used to be. Back when I thought forged in fire was cool. That's still cool sometimes. Yeah. Never used a file, but the leaf spring I use, usually I make this fine, about 1/8 inch thick. That's pretty good. Pretty good standard size to work with, I would agree. Alright, now like I said, don't know how much more I will do on this tonight, at least on the live stream. Don't want to get that Picasso? Set down, that's the word. Just struggling for words tonight. I didn't know if that's what that was considered. I mean, I know it's a set down on the piece, but I didn't know if that's the point where the handle and the knife goes straight down at a 90. Didn't know if that's what that was called. Heat is not going where I want it. There we go. It's a hot fire. So I've seen this done a couple different ways, and I kind of like the hot cut method because it tends to avoid inclusion and cold shuts. I may do that next. Basically, on the knife, cut this at a 45-degree angle. That way, when you chamfer the blade, it's going to push out this way, and that's going to bring the point up. So we'll do that next, and then I will probably call it there for the night. Yeah, set that there to 45, chop that, and be done. Watched John Switzer. John Switzer did that one. Or did his that way at least. Turned out all right. Thomas Goody Moot, check back. Dinner is being put on the table. If you're gone, I will probably be gone by the time you get done. See you later, buddy. Much love. Tell the lady and kids I say hey. All right, let's take that on the 45. Ouch. Little steeper than 45. Sometimes. It's all right. Work with that. There you go. Now I will file that up, make sure there's no cold shuts in it, and then, like I said, I'll hit it with the grinder. Oh no, I got time. I'll hit it with the grinder real quick just to make sure it's clean. Grinding again. What is this, an episode of Forge and Fire? Hitting the grinder. All right. Work on the beveling of the blade real quick, and then I will say goodbye. There you go. Ta-da! See ya, Daniel Baca. Have a great night, sir. Everybody's leaving me. Should have set my station up a little bit better. Like I said, work on the bevel part of it real quick, and then call it a night. And then after I get done eating, I may come back out here and finish it up. And I gotta find my gotta find the touch mark stamp. Gotta find our touch mark. Everybody knows I did it. From the Bar Run Forge. Still here for you, Eli. My boy Eric. I appreciate you guys being here with me. So start the bevels down here. There's an easier way to grab a hold of this or not. Yeah. Just keep doing that. Bevels down. Have not abandoned ship yet. Thank you, Jeff. Eric said, okay, I'm out of here. Just kidding. Funny stuff, funny stuff. Get the blade heated up real quick. What else I got to do? That's fair. That is fair. Spend your evenings with Bar Run Forge on Thursdays. That's what you got to do. Check us out on the Facebook and Instagram website, www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. Get you some blacksmith goo, good forge finish, as they say. I don't know who says, but it's a dumb move, Eli. I'm struggling with this. There we go. That's better. Much better. Still got a ways to go with the bevels there, but start to see a little bit. May do one more round of that and then call it for the night. So I'm sure Michelle is ready for food. Bill Wheel, hello, hello. Catching the back end of the stream. Well, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'll try to get this, at least most of the bevel done. Work a little bit on it after I get done with supper. And then hopefully have at least a mostly finished product to send you or show you guys tonight. We'll get some grub first. A little breakfast bake, I believe, is what Michelle is making. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. Not the burning rubber. Backwards. All right. Yeah, I'll probably call it there. Anyways, there's the start of the blacksmith knife. So I will hopefully try to get that done tonight and show you guys probably on Instagram. But if not, next week on the live stream. So there you go. And like I said, I got a center punch. I'll give that away to somebody at some point. Maybe keep it for a live stream giveaway that we do, hopefully in the near future. I think we're gonna. I tried to talk Dad into this, and I'll see what he says. But I think the Thanksmithing video, we kind of strayed off from that. Is now we're gonna do a Thanksgiving live stream. Maybe not on Thanksgiving, but the week of Thanksgiving, because I know everybody's gonna be busy and everything. But we want to give back to you guys. Have a big giveaway live stream at some point. Not do a big Christmas giveaway live stream. For obvious reasons. But just an opportunity to give back to you guys. You guys can win some cool stuff. So may keep that around for it. And I am going to finish up this little tiny hammer that I promised I would make for our 5K giveaway and never got around to finishing. I will finish that up and I will have that ready for the giveaway at some point. So yeah, cool. 7:57, about timed it perfectly. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Dad will probably be back next week, barring that he's not trucking again. But if not, we'll see you next week for the Halloween. No, we won't see you guys. We'll be at our church's trunk or treat. So, just kidding. We will not be here next Thursday. As far as I can remember, we will not be here next Thursday. We will be at our church's trunk or treat, passing out candy to little kids and spreading the love of Jesus to children around the world. And by around the world, I mean Martinsville. But anyways, we will not be here next week. So we'll see you guys following week. And then, yeah, go from there. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Of course, if you're not subscribed here on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted every single time we have new content. And of course, check out the website, www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. Got the blacksmith goo up, got the t-shirts and everything else. And yeah, it's going to be good. So God bless. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.